Well, just before we leave,
Yeah.
Nation of Millions, I interviewed Flav recently,
Hmm.
maybe about 6 months ago or so.
And he didn't get on the drums?
He didn't get on the drums, unfortunately. But I was talking about how epic the Night of the Living Baseheads video was. I watched it again recently. Like you didn't see that level of creativity,
Right.
where it just cut through a new source and everything else like that.
Yeah.
He made a comment in my interview about how he gave drugs to some of the extras to make it look more realistic. And someone tweeted you about that, and you said, I had no idea that any of that was happening. Night of the Living Baseheads was such a creative, unbelievable video.
Yeah, when we did make that video, we used real people that was really actually getting high.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but we had to get them high for the video. Because to give it that real feel, that real look. You know what I'm saying? To give you reality. That's what we was about. Just giving you reality, but on records.
No, because my relationship with Flavor is getting the job done most of the time. So I'm oblivious to any kind of low shit going on and stuff like that. And I tell you this, man, and I know what to say, what not to say. I never ever seen him on it, ever. Back in the day, and trust me, I'm coming from Roosevelt. I know when cats, is zoom out, but with Flavor, man, never is. He's always hidden it. Can I tell by his actions and activities, knowing the guy of 40 years? I could never ever tell what he's fucking bananas. The only time when I tell him he's out of character, when you got to wake his ass up.
Yeah, because apparently he was taking drugs, he was smoking crack while you guys are filming Night of the Living Baseheads.
Yeah, but if you're not like right there, like, oh, I see you smoking crack, then what?
I feel
so obviously, people could hide things in their own house.
Yeah.
Why would remember Columbine?
Yeah.
And they didn't know that them kids were building an arsenal down in the garage. What the fuck? Because they're not saying, hey, mom and dad, I'm building an arsenal. They're gonna blow kids away. He not only was good at disguising it, but he was good at not being caught out there doing it. And his characteristics always remained the same.
Right, but there was always, like in your book, I believe, you just talked about continuous problems where he would just show up late, not show up. I think at one point, Professor Griff kicked him in the chest out of frustration.
Those are the activities that show you something that you go about trying to fix. And maybe in years to come, you find a way when everybody reaches a level of maturity on how to handle it. You talk about guys in their 20s, man. You talk about guys in their 20s knowing that, and this is the 80s, bro.
Right.
It's everywhere.
Right.
It's everywhere, man. We ran a club in Long Island, man, where the crack thing grew out of the third floor of this club where cats were like rolling they shit up in embalming fluid and dust was still going on. So this is the clubs that we were playing music in.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a music dude. So and also I'm the designated driver. So I'm driving everybody home. So I'm not with nothing. I'm just doing the music. So in the 20s, I kind of like, okay, listen, if you're doing your thing, that ain't what I'm about. So everybody did a great job on hiding their agenda if they had anything going on.
Right. Well, I guess Flav thought that you wrote Baseheads, Night of the Living Baseheads, about him.
That's stupid. Come on now.
Okay. All right.
Listen, man, I yell at this guy. I yell at this guy for 40 years because that's what he wants me to do. I'm his older brother and I'm younger than him. Even late this year, that's why I said that this year, it's simple. It was simple. It's like, bro, you want to get together, you got to do your job. Yeah. It's just I'm asking you to do 25%, not 10% like before. In order for us to work together, you got to come up and do 25%. I'll figure out the 75% of work. And that's all that was about. But if I do, and years ago, I said, you know what, man, I ain't going to yell. I ain't your father. You a grandfather. I'm not yelling at grandfather. You figure it out. And that's how that was. Long story short. But people want me to be in the middle of their concern and sometimes be harder on something. It's like when you saw the Temptations and you saw David Russell.
Yeah.
And he looks at Otis. He said, man, you should have been hard on us. I'm like, that ain't gonna be me. I would tell him, we watching the Temptations, my group. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. Now, y'all grown or y'all on your own, man. But you gotta do that sometimes when it comes down to the work, man.
Well,
And that's what makes us like, dude, it's so easy for you. Like, look, State of the Union. How easy is it for Flav to be Flav?
Yeah, he does the hook. That's it.
But
great song.
You know, no. He doesn't just do the hook, but he brings that same that Rick couldn't even understand to it. But do that. Just then do that. And you can do more. Like he's producing the next Public Enemy album.
Okay.
And I want to call it, it's called Come to Where the Flavor Is. And now me and Primo and other people are along the side. So he's on training wheels, okay? In order to do the work, you got to do the work. You can't dream about the work. You can't talk about the work. You got to do the work. And the work is the details from A to Z. And we're here for that. I mean, listen, Vlad, one thing about us in music and entertainment, we don't have to come up with the vaccine, bro. We don't have to come up with the vaccine. This is rather academic. You do your thing. It works, cool. It don't work, you try again. You keep it going. And that's why, on my radio show, I played like 23 of Premier's productions over the last 18 months. 23 of them. That dude is like a beast in working. And I'm the same way.